This is the SMC Pentax 50mm f1.7 lens. And if I had to use one word to describe it, it'd be dreamy. You can call it soft if you want, but the highlight and focus roll off of this lens is so unique. Wide open or stop down, this thing puts its own character on every photograph you take, and it looks awesome. This morning I took this out on the coast for some vintage 50mm seascape photography, and we got an amazing colorful sunrise. But can this 50-year-old lens hold up? Let's find out. Good morning. Today we're putting the vintage Pentax 50mm f1.7 to work on these Florida seascapes. We got some high cloud, we got a gap on the horizon, the sun's just about to break. It's currently high tide too, and these waves are crashing in, coming in fast. We have some beautiful cascades, but I gotta get to work quick, so let's jump into it. Looking absolutely gorgeous out. As far as settings with this, we are fully manual because it's a fully manual focus, and we're using a Fotasy adapter on the Sony camera here. So the sun still hasn't quite come up yet. We're at ISO 100. We have set our aperture to f9, and we have a 1/4 second shutter speed. And I do have an ND filter in case we need it here in a little bit. But so far the shots are looking really good. Let's just hope we get some color. It's starting to catch pink. Hopefully this tide holds back for us. Yeah, there we go. Beautiful. I'm gonna bump down to f11 because it's starting to get a little bright, and I might go grab my ND filter just to be ready. Nice, beautiful. Yeah, these are gorgeous. This light's starting to look really nice. All right, so it's getting a little bright, so I'm gonna put a variable ND filter on so I can keep my shutter speed around a 1/4 second. There we go. Nice. So this is a variable, kind of a cheap variable ND, but it'll do the job for us. All right, and we're manual focus, so I'm punching in as close as I can. We're almost near infinity. Always second guess myself. That looks sharp though, there we go. While I have this ND on and waiting for a little bit more light, I'm gonna do a couple 1/2 second ones. Maybe get some of these lines drawing out and crashing in. Beautiful, beautiful. Here we go. So I had to come back a little bit. That tide pushed in on us too hard and it was about to just totally ruin our day. But now the sun's up, we moved back a little bit and I've centered the sun, and I have a nice like kind of composition of these rocks. We have beautiful reflections in the front tide, awesome cascades. I need to make sure I'm focused. Always double check your focus when you're fully manual. That's why it's a good habit for beginners to shoot manual only for a while. Get into the habit of double checking. There we go, perfect. All right, we're set. And when you're shooting straight into the sun, make sure you get a lower exposure for that hot spot. Still at ISO 100, f11, 1/4 second shutter speed. Beautiful morning. Looks like the vintage 50 might pull out. Looks like the vintage 50 might pull it off. This lens is so dreamy when you put it at like f1.7, f2. Beautiful. The bokeh is awesome. The light flare is gorgeous. So maybe when this light comes up, we can find some cool shallow depth of field photos. All right, this sky is gorgeous, so I think I'm gonna try to include a bit more of this sky here. Let's see. All right, yeah, I got about half of the frame in. Grab a couple of these. Beautiful. Grab an extra dark one just in case. Then back up to a quarter a second, and then I'm gonna drop this ND down a little bit. There we go. There we go. Beautiful waves. Gorgeous, gorgeous. So these old lenses can flare pretty bad, so if you need to and you're shooting into the sun or like close to the sun, you can use your hand to like kind of block it out to get your foregrounds and everything, then blend that in later with whatever you need. That's the idea, at least. Will it work? Who knows? I never know what works till I finish it. Gorgeous out, man. Just gorgeous morning. Pinks and purples, all kinds of gorgeous color. I think I'm gonna pull off the tripod, go handheld, see if we can get some shallow depth of field shots with a fast shutter speed of this water, these beautiful rocks and the light coming through. Let's do it. So taking my 2-second timer off, I'm at f1.7. Let's see where we need to be. At about, oh boy, better be careful. About to get soaked. Tide's coming in. I think high tide's still another half hour. Wow, this is beautiful though. All right, manual focus, not easy with the 1.7. Oh boy, I gotta be careful. I'm gonna get soaked if I'm not careful, which I'm never careful. Oh, that's pretty cool right there. I'm asking for trouble. That's pretty cool. Beautiful fog. Trying to get this very minimal beach scene here of the fog. Gorgeous. These things are so fun to use. They really make you work. Go full manual, set focal length. You just kind of like work on your art a lot more than you do thinking about anything else. Great benefit. Let me know what vintage lenses you guys use. I'd love to know and check some out. They're so fun to use. This might also push me into the film world. I actually have 2 cameras that I can use that I inherited from my mother-in-law. Pentax K-1000 and a Pentax KX, which has the mirror lockup and everything for long exposures. So I'll probably find my way there eventually. But guys, if you enjoyed this, I appreciate it if you subscribe, like, comment, all that stuff. And we'll see you next time. Peace.